Dr. Sullivan, what is going on with you? So she's recovering right now in the hospital because she got pushed down a flight of stairs. So we know it's A/Bloody Rose Waters, but she's like, oh, it could have been a former patient because that's been known to happen. It's been known to happen that they will just push you down a flight of stairs. What is happening at your practice? I love Mouse, but I feel like I lost trust with her so far in this episode because I understand that, like, she was afraid to tell the girls that she went on Spooky Spaghetti and told them details about Archie's mask. But my thing is, why are you doing that in the first place? But that makes me wonder, like, have you been also holding on to other things that you've been doing? So now I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you, girl. Like, I don't know what else you're capable of. And it sucks because I never wanted to lose faith in any of the liars. Christian. Since when do you have all this confidence? So Piff called Tabby, and Tabby now has to go and shoot a new film. Christian's telling her, like, actually trying to convince her, because Tabby's like, no, I'd rather be behind the camera. I don't want to star in my own film. And Christian's all of a sudden trying to convince her to be the final girl in the film. She's so beautiful. She should be a star. I feel like he was playing up the socially awkward film guy, and now his true serial killer nature is coming out, because all of a sudden, since when you have all this confidence and charisma, sir? Like, I feel like his mask has fallen. So Tabby decides that she's going to be the final girl. Now Christian is the killer. I wonder if this is also foreshadowing. Not the Reverend and Miss Beasley getting it on, and in the confession booth? I cannot. I don't want to hear none of that you're impure stuff coming from Mrs. Beasley, especially when we caught you and the Reverend. But what is very weird is I feel like she's become more like angry and more like ready to punish somebody. Like, I get it. She was definitely more timid and scared and shy because Mr. Beasley was a full-on monster. There's something more sinister about her. Like, it's definitely giving Carrie with her telling Kelly, you're impure. Noah is just full of surprises in this episode. So I'm still surprised she has a job after her and Juby decided they were just going to ditch their shifts because it was slow. But what surprises me the most about her is that she asks her boyfriend to bail out her now sneaky link. If you're going to self-sabotage and spiral, like, at least break up with your boyfriend. I love Scream. I love Farron, so I'm definitely eating it up that they're calling her. Well, the girls tracked down Rose Waters, and she ended up unaliving herself quickly. But at least we did get proof that that was her, and I guess she's done for. So Farron was able to complete her task, which was so dumb because then all of a sudden Rose Waters is there to, like, go and, like, kill her. I mean, it does make sense because it's like, okay, I just wanted to, like, weaken you and injure you because you have been training. You've been putting in those gains. They try to throw Dr. Sullivan as, like, a red herring because we find out, like, okay, Rose Waters was seeing Dr. Sullivan, which I'm like, how old is Dr. Sullivan? But, like, Dr. Sullivan is in a cast, so we know that she's not the one who's attacking Farron. And Farron was able to escape and get away from the Bloody Rose Waters. At least now we kind of know that, like, that person has been injured. But it was so weird that Ash and Mouse decided they were going to split up. At first, I was wondering, like, is this Bloody Rose Waters fan group, you know, trying to train these girls and give them the final girl testing? Because, you know, you guys are going to be ultimately tested when it's the finale and you get to find out who we are. But after seeing how Farron passed her test and they and the Bloody Rose Water came after her, it really makes me wonder, like, no, you're trying to, like, kill these girls. Like, it's weird. It's almost like, I don't know if they want a trophy for saying, like, we got these final girls out. Like, give us our props.